Oh, are we done with the Lions, kind of? Well,
yeah.
First, let me say this: Chicago Bears. I'm gonna give y'all some props. You finally was smart. You got your offensive coach. Okay. Now let's see how good he really is, because he got Caleb. He on paper, he has a nice squad. He can add some pieces or whatever, But hopefully you need to get you a tackle. You need to get you help the offensive line, help Caleb out a little bit more. But shout out to Chicago Bears for being smart and getting the offensive coach, head coach.
You're now listening to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. And now your hosts, Christian and Chris, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports.
What is going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. I am your host, Christian_CFS, and here's your co-host, Mr. K Camp. How you doing, Mr. K Camp?
What up? Shalom, I Kim, to my good people, and shalom, I'll Kim, to my bad people. And we learn to become good. Why? Because we need good people in this world. Yes, we do. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Can't say anything about it. Had a great weekend. Did a lot of family time together, and also just put some stuff together.
That's what's up. It was a great football weekend. Well, yeah, NFL.
It's probably one of the best weekends I've seen. I tell you that.
I know, right?
All the way back since 2015.
Oh, dude, JD5 is him. Yeah,
we got a big soapbox, probably about like a 5 to 10 minute soapbox about that matchup coming up. Okay. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, man, what you been up to though, man? How the family? How everybody doing?
Everybody's good. I was off work today. My oldest was off. He was out of school, so.
Lucky you, dog.
We went to the gym. Gym together.
Okay. So. Yeah, lucky you, man. Lucky you. Congratulations on being off and everything.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, man. I don't know what to do, but I think we should just get into it, man. Just get into it.
Let's do it.
Everybody wants to hear all the good news and everything out there. So we already know what we're going to end up talking about, man. We got to talk about Ben Johnson. We definitely got to talk about him first. Then we're going to talk about some of the other head coaching vacancies that now one's down and the rest are left.
How many got? 4 left? Vegas, Saints, Jets,
and Cowboys. So you got those. But then you also have, then we're going to talk about the playoff matchups. We'll let you know like our projections and like how we're doing. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there. But let's go in and get into that, and let's go and get this show on the road. All right, man, we definitely got to do it, man. It is Mr. Ben Johnson. I don't want to say congratulations, but I want to say congratulations, but congratulations on the head coaching job. But no congratulations on, because, man, I don't know I didn't expect them to get blown out like that, man. But congratulations, Ben Johnson. Now you actually get to focus on your team.
Right. Yeah, that was a tough L. Their defense, they had a lot of injuries on their defense. Jared Goff. Mm-hmm. I expected Jared Goff to have a game like that, but I expected it this upcoming week against us. I was a week late of when I expected it. I was like, Goff is gonna have me a stinker, but he's gonna happen in the NFC Championship game against us. That's who's gonna have a stinker. Not expecting last week against the Washington Commanders.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I know last week, man, we both picked the
Lions.
Detroit Lions, but I'm
We
not
did.
shocked, man. I wasn't shocked about the game. I was like, all that experience that they got, like they all got playoff experience over there. Maybe the QB doesn't have it, but that defense got some playoff experience. The head coach got playoff experience, and pretty much he probably prepped them boys up. Was like, hey, this is what we're gonna come in with it. No, this is how we're gonna hit them right in the mouth.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. What am I saying? I am saying, yeah. I feel bad for the City of Detroit. You know, I thought they were going back to the NFC Championship game back to back, but now that window, man, that window is finite and it's small, and you can lose both coordinators probably, and they're gonna probably hire within, right? That's what they always say. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you're gonna elevate somebody, which is cool, but I think they take a little bit of step back next year. You know, they won't go where they went 14-3, 15-2. It's probably still a 12-win team. They're like 12.
Yeah.
I can see them go 12-5 next year.
Yeah, I can see that still. Or like 11-6.
Still make the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Still gonna be a playoff team, but riding that high that way, nah, I think it's going. And you know what? It's shocking. I didn't even think about this, right? So first, let me say this. Oh, are we done with the Lions, kind of? Well,
yeah.
First, let me say this. Chicago Bears. I'm going to give y'all some props. You finally was smart. You got your offensive coach. Okay. Now, let's see how good he really is, because you got Caleb. He on paper, he has a nice squad. He can add some pieces or whatever, you know. But hope you need to get you a tackle. You need to get you help the offensive line, help Caleb out a little bit more. But shout out to Chicago Bears for being smart and getting the offensive head coach. Also, I want to say is, damn it, what I was going to say? Oh, that Ben Johnson stayed in the division. That was shocking to me that he stayed in the division and with. Oh, hold up, yeah, I got the game. I need to turn the game on. 1 second. Take a pause. Go ahead, Christian.
Oh, nah, but I was gonna say, like, I'm actually starting to dig down deep into. So Ben Johnson ended up getting a $13 million deal per year, so that's actually pretty good. But it makes me wonder if he actually went back and physically, but as he was looking at this draft order, if he looked back and was like, all right, I wonder what picks I'm actually getting in this year's draft. And then trying to figure out, like, okay, who can I build off of as he's up in this job interview? So the Bears, they got the 10th overall pick this year.
Okay, that's a good pick. That's a good
pick. But then also when you go to, let me see if I can find everything. So the Bears, they got the 10th pick. They have the 39th and the 41st pick. They also have the 72 pick. What else? So they got 4 picks up in the top 70 or up in the top 100, which is actually really good.
That is real good. Did I see something? I saw something that said that Ben Johnson has his seal of approval. Assembling staff, former St. Dennis athlete, the candidate for defensive coordinator. I mean, maybe he's a good defensive guy. I don't know. Lions OC must be ready to take jobs out of here. I thought I saw something like that Ben Johnson, when they played the Chicago Bears, he saw something he liked in Caleb or something. Man, I don't know if that was real or that was just somebody talking. I was trying to find on Bleacher Report, but yeah, I'm shocked to stay in the division though.
I'm not shocked that he stayed up in the division.
Well, let me say this. Considering of the options, I'm not shocked, right? The Jets, no. The Cowboys, no.
The Saints, no.
Saints, no. Raiders, no. So given the options, you're right. I'm not shocked, but I'm kind of shocked just because still the division. But yeah. But I'm happy for him. I hope he turns out real good. I hope he turns around Chicago. They need it. They ain't been nowhere since '85, and so they got a new stadium coming in 2 years. I think it is 3 years.
Yeah.
So
that stadium is gonna look nice too.
You got your face of the franchise. You got your head coach. You got your star wide receiver who gonna progress in the doomsday. I'm assuming. You got some pieces there. Don't fuck it up. And so shout out to Ryan Pose. Shout out to the I wonder, was it the kept secret? Was that just all talk to Ben Johnson? He wanted more. He wanted to kind of pick his GM. Was that just talk, or you think that was real?
I really think that was actually real, but then he actually realized the teams that was coming available, and he was like, "Oh, this might be a lot harder than what I thought," because we can go down to even though we're talking about Ben Johnson right now, we can still keep talking about him, but then we're gonna go to the next one just so we know all the teams.
Jaguar.
So we got the Jets right there. Who wants to go to a disgruntled franchise that nobody wants to be a part of?
They might be
nobody.
Cursed.
Probably. I wouldn't be shocked. But then you got to think about that. Who wants to go to that? You don't have a quarterback. The defense is pretty good, and then you have one wide receiver as a weapon. Then you got a nice running back. Yeah, that's pretty good. But the whole organization is not the best to be. Personally, I don't know the cap space. But then you think about the Jaguars, the whole. Yeah, you got Trevor Lawrence, but do I really want to hang my hat to Trevor Lawrence?
You got Trevor and BTJR. You got JR too. Shout him out.
Yeah, I'm going down the list, man. I was trying to go to the running back and Travis Etienne. Then you got BTJR. Then you got Christian Kirk, and then
Travis Etienne.
But
go ahead.
But then next to him, with the Raiders, you still going down the list. I have nobody.
Yeah, one person.
I have nobody else. But then I got Brock Bowers. But still, even if I have him, everybody is closing in on him now. So I have nobody.
You have nobody.
And then you got the Cowboys, which not bad. But then I got to work with Jerry. Do I really want to work with Jerry? No, I don't want to work with Jerry.
And you cap strapped because you finna got to pay all these fools, and you got to make a decision on Micah this year.
Yep.
You're paying Diggs, you're paying Dak, you're paying CD. Do I pay Micah?
Mm-hmm. And then last but not least is probably the worst job out of all these cops. I put it like this. I wouldn't take the Saints job. I don't know. Would you take I know we're still talking about Ben Johnson, but we're still going through showing Ben Johnson's options. That daggone, we was talking about this before. That's why it had its own segment. That Bears position was the creme de la creme. That is the Super Bowl. As long as I got that job, then I'm good to go. Now, what he's going to do with it, we're going to wait and see. Because is he going to be like all these other head top-notch OCs that ended up flaming out and being a head coach?
Who?
Josh McDaniels.
Okay. What else?
I mean, you kind of just put me on the spot, sorry.
I mean, because you said flamed out, because I'm gonna tell you mine. So you said flamed out. My mind went the opposite. My mind went to Sean McVay, went to KOC, Matt LaFleur. Ones who did pan out. And they all from that Shanahan tree. And I don't think Ben Johnson. I don't know where Ben Johnson come from. I don't know if he is or not. Is he from the Shanahan? I don't think so.
I don't know what tree he came from, but I do know. Buddy up in the Commanders, they talking about. Maybe. I think Cliff Kingsbury.
They was I forgot about that. He was supposed to interview. He put a pause on all interviews until after the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think they would have. I don't think they would have. So because they brought him in last year, they didn't pick him. So they come in like, hey man, sorry we didn't pick you. We was wrong. We love to have you now. Or they just like, we'll just take Ben Johnson. Don't even have to worry about that face to face. I don't know. Well, and with Cliff ain't even going because I'm sure he feel like he got burned. Go ahead.
But the thing about it is, that's actually better for Cliff, to be honest with you. He can pull the Ben Johnson. He can pull the Ben Johnson, be like, hey man, I'm staying this year.
He should stay. Unless
No.
Unless Trevor is his guy.
No. Trevor ain't no guy.
Lawrence, TL? So we
No.
out on Trevor Lawrence. We out. You out?
I'm not out on him. It's just the whole organization as a whole. Like, I'm looking at it from the top down. I'm looking at how much money they have, like what the key pieces are, like some of the key free agents that they have. Stay tuned for that. That will be a nice venture to go down. But it's just that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at everything, and I haven't been able to dive deep yet. But those are some of the things that I'm looking at whenever I'm looking at these head coaches. Some of these head coaches, they just going. A lot of people keep saying like the Jets have this certain player, so it's kind of just segue into this. Man, let's just gonna get to it. But like the Jets, some of their interviewees that they have is even though some of these, so for the GM position, because they said they want to mirror just like how the Saints did, which I don't think they want to do that because the Saints ain't really that good when it comes to GM and daggone head coach. Because the GM is who technically got them in that $120 million cap hit. But then he was like, yeah, we actually brought it down to like 100 million. And now we brought it down to like 60 million. I was like, that's still over the cap, dog. So, but yeah, some of the guys who they brought in for like general managers is Louis Riddick, Alec Halaby, Mike Bazongi, Ray Farmer, Mike Greenberg, Darren Moji, Lance Newark, Trey Brown, Chris Spellman, Ryan Grigson. And then on the 14th of this month, they had John Eric Sylvan and Brian Grain.
And this is for who?
This is for the Jets. This is for the Jets. Because the Jets said they wanted to make that model as they wanted to hire the GM and the head coach at the exact same time.
So, what head coach you going out to?
So this is where I'm also going to put in. They said that Aaron Glenn has a second interview with them.
Oh yeah,
coming in. See, my thing is what's the difference from Aaron Glenn and daggone Robert Saleh?
What's the key? I was listening to Cowherd today, and your boy what's his name? J Mac, who's a Jets fan. He rattled off the past 6-7 head coaches for the Jets: Adam Gase, Rex Ryan, Saleh, whoever else was seen, whoever else. Oh, he dropped it. Whoever else, and they were everybody. Adam Gase, everybody was a defensive head coach except Adam Gase. So y'all going back to defense again?
I don't think the problem is the defensive head coach, because I think Robert Saleh was actually doing a good job. I think it is when ownership came in and said, no, this is your QB and this is who you're going to be and this is who I'm going to tag you to in Rodgers. And Rodgers being Rodgers took over the locker room. We already know he pretty much brought in his full offense.
And brought in his OC, Nathaniel Hackett, who is garbage.
So, prime example right there with that happening. Like, it seems that you were strapped. So, off gate, like, if I know that I'm coming into that Jets job, I'm really trying to make sure and understand what their full goal is as the organization. Because if you come and tell me that, oh, well, your head coach is going to be, I'm going to be the head coach, I'll run the DC. Like, I could pick my own DC, but it's probably going to be somebody from Detroit who I was really cool with. Or it could be somebody else, but who knows? But still, prime example, like, if it is an offense that I'm thinking about, I'm like, okay, who's my QB? Oh, well, you're going to have Rodgers. Nah, dog.
Dude,
I'm not dealing with that headache.
Dude should stay. Dude, if the Jets is his the only one that is they kind of want him out of these 5, he should stay.
Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't see what other ones want him, but I'm just saying, like they said, he has a second interview.
Man, no, I would not. I wouldn't do it.
No, but then we go down the next list, man. We got all the other people that, like, You got we got the Cowboys, who some of their top candidates now, like even though everybody put Dion out there, Dion ain't leaving.
I don't think so.
You want to know who I think the head coach is going to be, and then we can debate about this. I'm actually going to say this person last, but here's some of the candidates that they talked about. They brought in Robert Saleh, which wouldn't be a bad pickup, to be honest with you. They got Leslie Frazier, even though technically that's probably part of the Rooney Rule. You got Dion out there. He's probably for the Rooney Rule as well too. That's why they put his name out there. And then you got Brian Schottenheimer.
Oh, I saw that. He's the OC. He was the OC for the Cowboys or something like that.
Yeah, he was the OC.
Yeah, I did saw that today. Okay,
but technically, how was he the OC with what's the name calling the plays still? So
right, you know how they go. I mean, same way Andy was and Matt Nagy. So, but go ahead.
But then I thought it was funny how this person ended up on as a candidate. You remember that guy, Kellen Moore?
You lying?
Kellen Moore. Nope. Kellen Moore is a candidate for the head coach position. I thought that was interesting how
the front door.
How he ended up. They ended up going with like Mike McCarthy, and then he was like the OC for them. Then he left, but now they want to interview him as the next AC.
They fired him. I don't think he left it. They fired him. I think Mike McCarthy was in Jerry's ear and lied to Jerry again. So he lied to him again. Lied to them again. That's one reason I can't stand Mike McCarthy. I'm actually I forgot about that. It kind of pissed me off about him. I know how we were saying that Mike McCarthy and the Bears.
Yep.
And he was interviewed. Did he get his interview?
I think he ended up getting one after his contract was up. So
he got one, and then the Bears didn't make a decision. I guess they waited for this week's game. Lions lost, and within 48 hours, we got Ben Johnson. Was that already under the table where they were like, "Oh, if Ben doesn't win one more year, okay, one more week, we'll take Mike McCarthy." I wonder how that went down. Like, did they always know they wanted Ben? Like, always was going to get Ben?
Well, I think everybody wanted Ben.
Correct.
Like, I think Ben was like the top, but then I don't know if they knew that they was going to get him, but I knew they probably like thought to themselves like, "Hey, I got one of the best appealing opportunities, so we got to figure out what he's actually like, what he wants."
Mm-hmm. So they was doing it. So they were doing their due diligence with all the other coaches interviewing, but they still wanted to. They was gonna take their time and still interview Ben Johnson, even if Detroit went on to the championship. Okay, that's what you said.
Yeah,
I got you.
I think they was still going to.
Oh my God, he missed it.
Yes, everybody, we are watching. We got the games
game
on. National championship is going on right now. Ohio State is beating the brakes off the daggone.
So glad I bet at them -8. I was going back and forth too.
Beating the brakes off those Irish right now, but
he got him. He got him. Oh, that'd have been a Buka or Jamar or Smith. That'd have been touchdown. Who only know number 17 is?
No, that's Tate.
Tate. Damn, he put it there.
But yeah, man, we going down this head coach. I don't know what Dallas Cowboys is going to do. Like, do you really want to be Jerry Jones' pet? To be honest with you, and to be honest, Kellen Moore is probably the perfect fit for that. He's like a Jason Garrett type of guy.
Would he go back to them after they fired me? I don't know. It depends on how much he really want the position of head coach. I don't know.
I don't know, Doc. Like, hey, man, think about it. Like, I'm a head coach, but I get to call the shots now. Like, I'm not underneath nobody, and I'm going to get more money. Like, money talks, man. But still, I still think it's the same thing. Like, I still think it's the exact same thing. Like, with Jerry Jones wants to have his daggone Jason Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
And they already know, like, based off that list. I still wouldn't be shocked if that Robert Saleh went there. Robert Saleh went there. Ooh, that's gonna
be good. I would go get Robert Saleh.
That'd be something scary. Like,
fix
to be
your
honest
defense.
with you, if Robert Saleh
defense, elevate Schottenheimer to a full-time play call, I guess. I don't know. Well, I guess he probably got to pick his OC, but
yeah, it depends on who we want to pick, though. But it's like, that's the thing, though. It's like, he needs to pick a good one not this. You bringing in somebody like, are you serious? Who was this last guy again? I forgot, man. That's how bad he was. He was like, what was his OC
Who?
for Robert Saleh?
Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah. who technically can't hack it. So, but yeah, so then we got the next couple matchups, man. You know, you got the Raiders, you got the Saints, you got the other Jaguars. We still gonna be up on top of these matchups and everything as they are going through, not the matchups, but on top of these head coaches.
Searches.
And we're all the searches and everything that's going on. But we gonna go to this next little thing. As you can tell, man, the playoffs, man, kicked off, man. We started off 4-2 even, and this was just good matchups going all the way through. End up getting a little spicy. This is the wild card round. Every wild card round, I went 4-2, and then Mr. K Camp we both just went 4-2. Then it got spicy up in the divisional round. I ended up going 2-2, and he went 3-1. So yeah, man, he had what changed it was we both lost to the Detroit Lions, and then I lost when I said the Ravens. But I ain't gonna lie, man. We can talk about these games. Man, these were some good games this weekend. These were some real good. Man, the first game, man, we got Buffalo or the Ravens going to Buffalo, and the Ravens being they said that they haven't seen Buffalo be an underdog at all at like 48 home games. And I was like, dang. And this was talking about up in the playoffs too, including all those. But yeah, man, now I didn't get to watch like the beginning of this game, but I did see towards the end, man. Who would you blame that loss on? Like, is it like a key moment that actually messed it up, or
I mean,
a lot of people kept saying Lamar messed up in like the first quarter, like with all the fumbles and everything like that. I didn't get to see it until like the second quarter, like maybe like 2 minutes left.
I can't remember when his fumble was, but I don't think it was the first quarter. I think he had an interception in the first quarter.
Okay.
I think his fumble, it was definitely costly. I think it was in the second half, his fumble. That was costly.
Okay.
It was a bad snap. So it was a bad snap. He cut the ball like out here, and he got it. And then he was trying to make a play.
Yeah.
And ball popped out, and what's my man linebacker name? Von Miller took it like to the 5-yard line, right? So that was bad.
Okay.
Then they come back, and then Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I saw that.
He had a costly fumble, and then he missed the 2-point conversion. You know, it was the worst time for Mark Andrews to have his worst game. But I mean, turnovers. I think it was a collective effort. It was turnovers. Okay. Defense did pretty good, but it was collective effort on the offense as far as turnovers. Like, think about it, everybody who won didn't have turnovers.
But my thing is this though, it's like the one thing as I was looking at the game though, even though Baltimore had those turnovers, they was still in the game. And I ain't gonna say it, but hey man, we already talked about this at the beginning of the year, man. Mark Andrews, man, he might be the guy. I might need to let you go, man.
I thought you already traded him.
Huh?
You did.
No, not on my team or anything like that. I'm talking about Baltimore as a whole. Like, I think they just need to go on and do like what they did with like Hayden Hurst. And even though but Isaiah Likely did his thing though.
Yeah, that's what I said. Elevate him. Yeah.
Like the thing about it is if I was watching like the other 2-point conversion, like right before, like if they didn't miss, if the linebacker didn't knock that ball down, then Isaiah Likely was walking up in the end zone scot-free, and then he would have had the 2-point conversion. Didn't help like what your example is with Mark Andrews. Yes, he got the first down like when they needed it, and then he did his job, but then you coughed it up. Like I know you was trying to make a play, but dang, like, and still like, okay, you coughed it up, and then the defense did their job and held them to a field goal.
Yep.
And then Lamar did what he was supposed to do, come down, drive down the field, get that touchdown, and now it's time for us to get this 2-point conversion, and then you daggone turn into daggone flipper, and you end up daggone not able to handle the ball.
I still think if you had a call out there, I still think Josh would have got them in field goal range because he had like a minute 30 left.
That's
But
fine.
yes,
I'd rather lose by a field goal than daggone.
yeah, Mark Andrews, man.
I'd rather put it on.
Time,
I'd rather put it on. Well, not me personally, but I know Lamar would probably want the ball in his hand. But Baltimore's defense versus the Ravens. Baltimore's defense versus the Bills' offense. I think that would have been a good final minute and 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much it would have been because that's what Baltimore's known for is their defense.
Right.
And we're gonna see like MVP on the Bills and Mr. Josh Allen.
We didn't talk about MVP. So I know that Lamar he's the first quarter over 40 passing touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Yes, I know that. He also had over 4,000 passing yards. Yes, I know that. I can't argue the numbers. I just think Josh Allen did more with less. That's a fact. Okay. I think Josh Allen did because Josh Allen. I mean, they were a 2 seed, right? Lamar was with a 3-4 seed. Mm-hmm. They were a 2 seed, so they were a 2 seed. They only lost 3 games, right there, 14-3 or something like that. I think Lamar lost like 5, something like that, 5 or 6. Mm-hmm. I just think Josh did more. If you compare just the numbers, you're right. It's gonna be Lamar, but I think Josh did more but less. That's all.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Henry, I mean, you got your Henry rushing for 1,700 yards and 15 touchdowns, wherever it was. Josh didn't have none of that. Lost his number 1 wide receiver. He gone. They got a bunch of young guys. They had Cook. You know what I'm saying? I just think he did more or less. So I would give the MVP to Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson.
Okay. And what do you think about the Kansas City and then Houston game?
Man, somebody knew about Vegas because ain't no way that's safety. But as far as the game, hey, you can't missing field goals, special teams missing field goals. They let a big run. You playing Pat Mahomes, who has favor with referees. You say anything about Brady, but that's just what it is. So you can't make no mistakes. You can't make mistakes. They made mistakes. You can't do that. Now the calls were whacked, but I heard Colin Cowboy, he read the rules today. They said if it's, I can't remember how exactly what he said, but if it's like a question mark, like if it's a personal foul not against the quarterback, they say lean toward the quarterback. If they got a question, a call, because you can't replay it, you can't go back and review it and see if it was a hit or not. If it's questionable, lean toward the quarterback. So that's what they did. It says that in the rules, lean toward the quarterback. They're gonna protect the quarterback.
Yeah, that's what people are that's what people are paying to see is big game scoring. I ain't gonna lie, man. The matchup, like I was shocked about, like how close it was throughout the whole game. So that just means that Houston came to play. But I will say that if CJ Stroud did not end up getting hurt, then technically I think it would have been a different scenario with him playing his best Byron Leftwich out there.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Killer Trav, playoff Killer Trav.
Man, you just need to go and trade him, man. But let's go on to the next matchup, man. We got the Eagles, and then we got the Rams, man. This was I stopped watching this game. Like I don't know what happened towards the end.
Than what I wanted it to be. We gave it the touch. I missed my cover. I took the Eagles -6.5.
Okay.
Fucking Jake Elliott. God damn it. Jake Elliott or AJ Brown missing a touchdown or they playing prevent defense and let them score. What are y'all doing? Annoying. Jake Elliott missed 2 extra points. So I lost my bet by a half a point.
Okay.
That pissed me off. But we won. That's all that matters. I'm happy. It was a little closer than what I wanted to be. But yeah. And we looked a little sloppy. I ain't gonna lie. We need to be better. We need to be better. Saquon did his thing. Offensive line did their thing. We need to be better, though.
Yeah. And then, man, the game of the week, man. The game of the week was the Commanders coming in, and I'm just talking about just unleashing a smackdown on these daggone Lions, man. I don't know what is going on or anything like that, but man, the Lions, man, JD5, man, he did his thing. I ain't got to say much about this
He
game.
is him. He is
Like
him.
he put his team on that back and showed them
His
like,
cape
hey,
on.
I'm gonna show you what I can do right now.
He put a Superman cape on. And that's why I think that Cliff should stay. He should stay.
Yeah.
Hey, there is no good job unless she believes in Trevor Lawrence and that down there. Other than that, there are no good jobs. I mean, maybe Dallas. You never know. Jerry might, he might sweet talk him. And he might sweet talk Cliff. I don't know, but I would probably stay.
Yeah, and I think he's from like the Texas area too as well.
Oh,
Like,
is he?
I think he's from the Texas area as well.
And that might be what Jerry waiting on, because what I heard that the Dallas Cowboys, they ain't made any interview schedules. They haven't scheduled any interview. So either Jerry's waiting on Marcus Freeman right here after this game, and he waiting on somebody that's in the playoffs to lose. Maybe the OC from Washington, or hell, I don't know, Slowick. I don't know. No, it ain't Slowick, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the Cowboys waiting on, but yeah, JD5 is him. He did his thing. Shout out to the Commanders. One of the big guys, I bet he was like, man, I think y'all should watch the Commanders money line. I didn't do it. That spread was too big. All the dogs covered. Buffalo covered. The Rams covered about half a point. The fucking Texans covered. That was some Vegas-ish because that's safety. And then Washington won outright. So, but everybody who won did not have any turnovers. So, and I'm kind of scared to face JD5. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping for play Detroit. I was like, I knew Goff would put up a stinker game. I just thought it'd be this week and not last week.
Yeah, but Cliff Kingsbury, he's from San Antonio, dog.
Whoa.
San Antonio, you remember he was the head coach at Texas Tech as well, too. So
that's what it was. Okay, yep, he sure was.
So we're gonna see what's gonna end up happening up in this matchup and everything. But on to the next one, man. The game of the week, man. Man, we're gonna say the best for last, but man, the Kansas City versus Buffalo matchup. This is the matchup that is. I say this is turning into the Patriots versus the whoever their rival was for that year. It could have been Baltimore. It could have been the Broncos. It could have been the Colts. It could have been whoever. But I think this is going to be a good matchup, and I ain't gonna lie, dog. I think this is going to be a lot better than what a lot of people think. Like, this is the only team that handed KC they only lost.
It's a better story. It's a better story than them versus Baltimore. Go ahead.
That is true. It is a better story, but it's going to be interesting. I don't know who to pick right here next, man. If I got to pick it now, man, I got to wait, man. I got to wait.
You made me pick it. You made me pick mine. I'm glad I didn't change it, but you made me pick mine, and I did not falter the whole week. I was like, man, I just feel like the Bills gonna win. I feel like the Bills gonna win.
I think
your shit stink.
I think it's gonna be the first time that we see a three-peat. I want to pick Buffalo, but I don't want to see the Bills in the Super Bowl.
You don't? Why not?
I just don't want to see them in the Super Bowl.
What did the Bills do to you?
Well, they took out DC, man. I know it's been like a long time, but I think I just want to see a three-peat, to be honest with you. I've never seen it before. Yeah, I want to see a three-peat.
I mean, no one has, Christian. I know it's never happened.
That's
you said I ain't seen it before. Yeah, like no one has. No one has seen it.
Hey man, see, man, I'm trying to be alive doing history, dog. I'm trying to see it. That's why I'm going with KC. I know you're probably gonna pick Buffalo, but
so I'm putting you down, KC.
Yeah, you can put me down for KC. I'm sticking with them. I've been sticking with them for since the beginning of the year, man. But I wouldn't be shocked if Buffalo won, to be honest with you.
I'm a ride the hot hand, and I'm a ride with Josh out in the Buffalo Bills. I hope Josh will do nothing stupid and try to play hero ball, because he almost did it yesterday too. It was one play he got sacked and he was turned toward his running back and he wanted to flick it, But he decided to go and keep and take the sack. Bro, I'm going to ride with the Bills. Something said to go with the Bills. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not if AC win. I'm going to be mad, but go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, man. My gut telling me to go with the Bills.
For real?
I'm like, hey,
I can erase it now. The show ain't over. I can erase it.
Nah, man. The gut said go with the Bills, but I'm doing the logic, man. What the
logic? Hey,
what the NFL wants.
That's what I heard. The NFL they want a three-peat. They want
it. They want to say a three-peat. So I'm going with the Chiefs there. And then, man, the matchup is. I was talking about this matchup, man. Y'all seen each other 3 times this year.
3 times. We split twice. We played them twice. We split.
Yeah, y'all split, but y'all split up on that Hail Mary. That was crazy. So the thing about this is there's nothing to hide right here. Nothing to hide whatsoever. Y'all both know each other's back and forth.
Yep.
I don't even think that y'all could do anything different. It's just going to be a straight gut punch, like who wants it the most. Because you already know the plays each other going to run.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they change something up different, which I'm not shocked if they would end up doing that. Like there's some things that they might have saw whenever y'all played against the Rams that the Rams were doing that he was like, oh, well, we can do that. And we're going to use JD5 for this. Now y'all going to try to do something different. But I just need to know, what's the weather supposed to be like?
I have no idea. I haven't looked. I have no idea.
I'm going to check the
frigid.
Yeah, we about to see. But that's the one thing that I'm thinking about. Because they play on Sunday, right?
Yes, both of them. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it might be decent. It's supposed to be up in the 40s. So, 40s and then 29.
That ain't bad at all.
Nah. That ain't bad at all.
No snow or anything?
No snow. But it could change. You know, this is all the way Sunday. Like they said, they got AM snow showers on Monday, though. So that could be pushed up to Sunday. So it could be another snowy game. And we're going to see how JD5 is going to play up in the snow.
My boy knee. I hope he all right with his knee, man. The knee got hyperextended. I don't like that. He'll be getting some treatment. Jalen Hurts. Don't like that. We need because we was eating the Rams with that read option. Mm-hmm. They ain't know what to do. So yeah, who you picking?
I'm going to Commanders.
Oh, you gonna wash? You going with an upset? So we are diametrically opposed on both games. Okay,
yeah. I gotta go with who I thought was gonna win last week, but didn't say it, which was Washington, and I just got to go with them this week again, man. I gotta stick with them. For the first time, we will see a Washington versus the Kansas City Chiefs matchup, and Washington will be back in the Super Bowl for the first time in 33 years.
Could be. You know what it could be? It could be the Bills in Washington, who was, and then we don't been back since '91 because that was '91.
That would be a good. Hey, that would be a good story too. That would be a really good story right there.
They played Jim Kelly and them back in '91 because they went 4 straight.
Yeah. So I wonder if they trying to make.
Hey.
What's that? 91? What are we in right now? 2025? What's that?
34. What is that? 34 years. All right. No,
yeah.
Right? 34 years, something like that.
Yeah, 34.
Neither one of has neither one of them been to the championship game.
Even sniffed.
Man, bro. It could be a hell of a story too. That's the better story. Honestly, that's the better story than the Chiefs and the Eagles because we've seen it, right?
Yeah.
The only thing if I would be Kansas City's three-peat, but
yeah. But man, I like that right there. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Buffalo versus daggone Washington Commanders. Y'all heard it here. Even though I picked the Chiefs and everything, you heard it here. I wouldn't mind seeing that matchup because hey, it's a good matchup, man. It's a great matchup.
It is. All right. We made it. We went over.
I went a little bit. But just make sure you like, subscribe, tell all your friends, tell all your buddies, give the 5-star ratings, and we're going to hand this over to Mr. K Camp so we can let us go.
Hey, we thank y'all for coming out. We know you could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us, and we really, really appreciate that. Y'all be safe and enjoy this weekend. NFC Championship. Spread love, not hate.
Spread love, not hate.
Shout out to Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King Day. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Hey, spread love. Content of your character, not the color of your skin.
Yep.
Thanks for checking out another episode of Cerberus Gridiron Podcast, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode.